Crafting impactful narratives, sensory details without overdoing it. Hello, language learners. Welcome to another exciting session in our Descriptive Language Techniques series. Today, we're delving into an incredibly important topic, namely, avoiding overuse of sensory details. As powerful as sensory details are, it's crucial to strike a balance and prevent your descriptions from becoming overwhelming or confusing. Sensory details are descriptive words and phrases that appeal to our five senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and sound. They bring life to your narratives, making them vivid and engaging. A story described with sensory details is like a rich tapestry, filled with colors, textures, scents, sounds, and flavors. But remember, balance is key. The magic of sensory details comes from their ability to immerse your reader in your narrative. However, when overused, these details can turn into noise that detracts from the story. Instead of a beautiful tapestry, your narrative could end up like a cluttered room where individual items get lost in the chaos. Overusing sensory details can lead to reader fatigue, confusion, or a loss of focus on the main narrative. So how do you know if you're overusing sensory details? One sign is when your descriptions are significantly longer than the actions or events they're describing. If a simple action, like a person entering a room, takes several paragraphs to describe, you might be going overboard with the sensory details. Another sign is if your reader has to wade through a lot of description to understand the plot or the action. Remember, your story should flow smoothly, not get bogged down in excessive detail. Here are some tips to maintain balance in your use of sensory details. 1. Be selective. Not every detail warrants a sensory description. Be selective and use sensory language for those aspects that truly enhance the narrative or character development. 2. Less is more. Often, a single well-chosen sensory detail can be more impactful than a slew of them. 3. Stay focused. Keep the narrative or dialogue as your main focus. Use sensory details to enhance these, not overshadow them. 4. Reread and edit. Always review your writing. If a passage seems too dense or difficult to follow, trim some details. Remember, sensory details are like spices in a dish. They can transform a bland narrative into a delicious story. But just like with cooking, too much of a good thing can spoil the end result. That's all for today's session on avoiding the overuse of sensory details. Keep in mind, it's all about creating a balance. Your goal is to captivate your readers, transporting them into your narrative world without overwhelming them. As always, the more you practice, the better you'll get. Happy writing and see you in our next video.